Welcome, welcome. Hi. Got people here already. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Tuesday. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started, introduce myself. Hello again. I'm so happy that you're watching. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and on my channel, I'm chronicling my health and wellness journey. I've completely changed the way that I eat by getting tested for food sensitivities. I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. My food sensitivity test was a cheek swab on the inside and some hair samples. So all of my substitutions are basically from recipes that I used to eat or I would want to eat, and I substitute the ingredients that I used to love for the ingredients that love me back. So I am so thankful that you all are here. Do me a favor. I got to get better about this. If you like what I'm doing, please like or heart the video. And if you don't mind, just drop a comment what city you're watching from. I'm in the Atlanta area, so I know we have a lot of people from the Atlanta area. And even if you're watching on the replay, my parents were here yesterday, and my dad was like, "Is this around the world?" And I know we've got people from everywhere, so thank you for being here. So I'm getting ready to make my second meal of the day. I only eat 2 meals a day. Um, Earlier, I made some very yummy, hey cook, cranberry cinnamon pancakes. They were excellent. I made a 4 stack. I still have some batter left over. Do I want to have some fruit? I think I'll have some fruit, and I'm going to make some egg drop soup. I do want something a little bit sweet, so I think I'll make some yogurt and fruit dip. I got an apple that's looking kind of sad, so I'll cut that up. And I've made the egg drop soup before, but I'm going to try. Y'all, I've never done this before, but I'm going to try and make my version of crispy noodles. I've got one cassava tortilla left over from the chicken quesadillas that I made with mom last night. Nana had a blast, and she will definitely be back. So thank you guys for embracing my family. All right, so let me wash my hands. I do eat oranges. You know what, Cook? I think I'll cut up an orange. I was going to have an apple, but I think I'll cut up an orange. Why not? Hey, Belle. Belle, I have good news. Did you see the good news on my YouTube? I'm going to let you guess because you asked me. Was it you or was it Amethyst that asked? But I have very good news. Thank you to all of you who helped me reach 500 subscribers on YouTube. That means I now finally have access to my community tab, and I'm thrilled because the community tab is where I'm going to be posting. When I'm taking these pictures, especially after I cook for you and we have the finished product, I'm going to be posting them on the community tab because when I schedule my lives, I'll be honest with you, I'm just grabbing a Google stock photo and then I make it and then I was posting on Instagram or whatever. But my YouTube channel is going to be the place where I'm going to make sure that goes up. So even if you're watching me on Facebook or Instagram, please make sure that you're subscribed on YouTube. Notifications, do what you like. I'm in here all the time. So anytime I'm cooking, I'll bring you guys along into the kitchen. So I think I'll start with my fruit cook. And for you, I will eat an orange tonight. So let me wash my hands. Once again, I have an orange that's looking kind of sad. I don't want to waste, and even though that probably came in the giveaway, I'm still going to cut it and see what we can get from it. And I'm going to see if I can make my fruit dip. Hey, Big Mike. See if I can make my fruit dip because I was looking to see if I had any left over and I think it's gone. So I'll make some more and show you guys how you can make a substitute for the fruit dip when you buy a fruit tray and it has the sugary yogurt dip in the middle. Hey, Padilla. Thank you guys for coming in. Drop me a comment and just let me know what city you're watching from. And I appreciate you being here. So settle back. I'm not rushing because it's evening where I am. So I'll make some soup and see if I can make some crispy noodles. Planning for about an hour tonight. And then I'll let you guys have your evening. So one moment. So I saw a couple things. I'm gonna make the fruit dip. I'll talk to you guys about that. And I think I'm gonna make some, hey Marilyn. Oh, Padilla's in Maryland. Perfect. Thank you. I think I'm going to make, I saw some lemons in there. So I think I'm gonna make my half lemonade, half tea. So I'll show you guys. Some of you may have seen it before, but you're always going to hear me talking about beverages and condiments. This is year 3 of my journey. We all do what we want in our own time, but I'd say for the first 43 years, I ate the typical American diet. Now I've completely changed how I eat, and you guys help keep me accountable because I want to get the rest of this weight off and age gracefully. So far down 70 pounds with at least 30 more to go. So one of the things that I always have with me, I'm so grateful to be able to work from home. I'm always sipping on something. It sounds a little strange, but usually water, tea, or coffee. I'm not a big soda drinker. We talked about that in the earlier live. If I have a choice, I try to drink things that kind of grew from the earth. So tea or coffee. Sodas or anything that's made in a laboratory. Look, no judgment here. I try to save that for special treats like soda with a movie and popcorn if I have that. So tonight I am going to be drinking this. This is Southern Breeze. You guys have seen me show you this before. It is a tea. We call it an Arnold Palmer. So it's half lemonade, half tea. And it's unsweet, sweet tea. So it's 0 sugar. Okay, Belle is in Indiana. Perfect. So you're going to brew it just like regular tea, but the sweetener is inside the bag. So it is sweetened with Splenda, but it's 0 calories, 0 sugar. I prefer to eat my calories instead of drink them. So I always try to make changes with beverages and condiments. All right. So you guys know that I have this little pitcher that I bought for me. I don't know if I bought it for me. I found it and I'm like, I like little dishes that are just for me. Makes me feel like what I have is special. And I'm going to brew a few cycles in the Keurig. So literally I'm just going to brew hot water over this tea bag. And if you're from the South, you know that sweet tea, you have to sweeten it while it's warm and then you pour it over ice. You can't add sugar after, it just doesn't dissolve right. All right, so let me check my Keurig because y'all know it's always out of water. Okay, we're in luck. So you guys know that my test results also revealed that I needed to drink more alkaline water. And that just meant that the water that I was drinking, water, was just kind of going through me and not staying to hydrate me. So you can buy alkaline water, or you guys have seen me use this multiple times. Before I make any beverage, I just put a few drops in and it turns regular water into alkaline water. In my opinion, alkaline water is expensive. Hey, oh my gosh, Carito. And I know she is from Chile? No, we're in South America. I'm just asking everybody to put, what city, major city you're close to. All right, so we're going to make our Southern Breeze, and you can see this is Southern Breeze half and half. This brand you can find online. They have so many different flavors of teas and lemonade. They have peach, mango, they have seasonal flavors. This is great to have a 0 calorie beverage. All right, so I'm gonna let this start brewing. All right, So we've got our beverage, and I found some lemon, so I'll make it fancy and put a lemon in my glass. I'm going to cut an orange for cook because I haven't had my fruit. For fruits, I'm allowed 2 per day. Those are my snacks. Sometimes I pair them with a meal, but I eat the low sugar fruits, so apples, oranges, berries. Those are the type of fruits that I have. So let me grab a knife. Try to sharpen your knives, pretty regularly. This is a Pampered Chef knife that the sharpener is in the handle. So I just run it through, a couple times, and I'm gonna see what I can get from this orange. I don't like to waste, so I'm gonna cut off the part that's kind of not bad, So this is trash, and then I'm gonna slice up the rest of my orange, cut in half. Silly y'all, I know. I enjoy the kitchen. And then cut in half again. So I just have quarters, and then I'm gonna cut them in half one more time. So it's kind of like sections of 8. And I'm just going down. Whew. The citrus oil, when you cut into it, it's nice and refreshing. Ah. Lemon is great in the kitchen. It's good on your hands. It's good, to remove odors. It's good in the garbage disposal. All right, so let me run another cycle of tea. All right, so what I have so far, I just have my orange slices, and I'm gonna peel the rind off, or the skin, whatever it's called. So, this is what I would do. I'm just gonna make a little bit of a fancy presentation. I mean, you can eat it like that, but trying to be elegant for you all. Hope everyone is doing well. And this is kind of hard to peel. This orange was on its, or maybe the way I cut it. And I'm trying to get in there, y'all, without destroying it. Because I want to have just the fruit so that I can dip it into the little dip I'm going to make. So I'm just getting little pieces of orange like this that I can eat the whole thing. But I haven't bought oranges in a while, so I'll share that with you all while I'm peeling this. One of the changes that I've made that's helped me stay successful, of course, I have all the regular snacks in the house, chips, granola bars, but all that stuff. Hey, JSP, if y'all don't mind, drop the city that you're in, like the video when you come on in, please. I lose my train of thought. But of course, I have all the regular snacks in the house, I'm not one of those people like just because I eat it, everybody's got to suffer. No, I still have popcorn and all that stuff. I just keep it in the pantry. And then the stuff that I have on the counter, I'm having a hard time with this orange cook. That just means it wasn't that fresh, but I don't want to waste. So what I keep out on the counter, I have apples, I have oranges, I have lemon, I have tomato, I have basically, some onion, all my produce and stuff kind of, hey, JSP's here in Atlanta. All of the, stuff I should eat is within arm's reach and in eyesight, right? Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, y'all, this is horrible, but we're gonna go with this. I was trying to peel it all nice and, fancy. It's not working. I don't know. Maybe it's my nails. I'm just trying to get the seeds out, but I'm gonna show you guys a quick little snack fruit dip substitution you can make. Washing my hands. All right, so you need 2 ingredients for your fruit dip. Let me get one. Need some more water for my Keurig. Okay, so again, you guys know, hey Sonia, you guys know that my test results showed that I'm sensitive to dairy, so I can't have regular yogurt. So one of the substitutions that I've made is almond milk or other plant-based or some goats-based products. So what I'm going to do is, it's really just two ingredients. You're going to take the almond milk yogurt or coconut yogurt, or if you can have dairy, do the regular one. And if you want to save some of the sugar, I'm going to put a couple squirts of this Skinny Syrups vanilla. You guys see me using this. I think I used it earlier in my iced coffee. So the almond yogurt, thank you for the hearts. The almond yogurt is a little bit more brown than, regular milk-based yogurt because it comes from almonds, I suppose. So I'm going to get a little cup. That's helped me too to kind of, serve myself, put my portions in. My oranges are looking sad, y'all, but I'm going to eat them anyway. Put them in little containers. If you saw my video yesterday, I won't call it a charcuterie board, but I did make like a little cheese plate. Sometimes if you're not in the mood for a big plate, you can make, a plate of like small bites. So Sonia's asking, is that thinner than regular yogurt? Kind of. You can see here, it's a little bit watery. I'm not going to stir, but I'll pull out the yogurt so you can see. My palate has completely changed. If you can have regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is really good because it's thicker. I think it has more protein in it, and it keeps you fuller longer. I loved all those other, like the Yoplait and all those fancy flavors. The French one in the glass, I can't remember. Oh, it's so yummy, but this is what I gotta have, so we're gonna make the most of it. So I'm taking a nice healthy scoop of this yogurt. So I don't know if you can see, Sonia. I mean, it seems to hold up pretty well. It does have a little bit of water in the top, but I'm going to stir. So what I'm doing, I'm going to get a glass container so y'all can see. Like I'm a proper cooking show when y'all know I'm not. It's just me in the kitchen. I love the yogurt. Oh, c'est si bon. That's all I got. All right, so I'm putting in, I'm not eating a lot. So I'm just putting the yogurt in, and you can see, it moves, but it's pretty good consistency. Now this flavor, I am gonna lick the spoon. Why did I do that? Hold up. As you can see, this one is unsweetened vanilla. You can buy the one that's sweetened, but what I do, so inside my plain yogurt, so this could be plain Greek yogurt, I'm going to put a squeeze of the vanilla flavor burst. I keep these in my car. I keep them in my purse. This is from Skinny Syrups. They have vanilla, mocha, and caramel, and this is a great way to add vanilla sweet flavor. So for my iced coffees, I order them plain. I put a squeeze of that. Iced tea with lemon, order it unsweet. I put in that. And then I'm going to stir. That's really it. But I'm just going to stir to make sure that we get that sweetener in there with our yogurt. And you can see, it holds up pretty well. So it gives me the yogurt experience. Now I'm going to scrape this in here. But if I taste the spatula, whew, so good. So I can eat fruit just plain, but I know sometimes people have a hard time getting fruit and veggies in. Make it in a way that you're going to want to eat it. That has been, the key to my success. So now I'll get a little fork, a little appetizer. So now when I, want to have a little treat, what I'll do, Tiffany, oh my goodness, thanks y'all for coming in. I already know I'm asking people to drop the city. I know Tiffany's in the Philly area. All right, so This could be apple. I'm using orange. This could be whatever fruit that you like, berries. It is good. I just didn't get all of the rind off of my orange. So I got a little bit of that tart. But that's okay. I'm eating it anyway. So again, a good substitution for your fruit dips. I'll show you, and then we're going to go on to our soup. Ooh. So I'm using unsweet almond milk yogurt. This can be Greek yogurt or any plain yogurt. And then this is Skinny Syrups Vanilla Flavor Burst. Cleaning up. All right, you guys. So I am going to make egg drop soup for dinner, which I have made before. And one of the things that I'm missing for me, you know, food is not just nutrition, right? It's an experience. And I love those crispy Asian noodles, crispy noodles from the Asian restaurant, whatever. So I'm going to try and recreate that. It may work. It may be an epic fail, but I'm going to get started with the soup. So you guys know that I am big on shopping online. One, because it helps me keep the ingredients that I need to have in stock, because there's nothing like rummaging through the kid stuff when you're hungry. It's like grocery shopping when you're hungry. So I got this from Walmart.com. It was like a pack of 10 egg drop soup mix, which has been approved for me. So it came with 2 packets, and I'm going to make the second one. This actually makes a lot. So I may or may not drink it all, but soup has been a great, like, you know, it's kind of late where I am. I try to get my meals in before this time, but especially if I'm going to be eating later, soup is something that helps keep me full, keeps you warm, but it doesn't really have, you know, as much calories as a big plate of whatever. All right, so it says empty contents into a saucepan. Since I've made this before, I know that it's a large portion. So I have like a medium sauce pot. Empty contents of 1 packet into a saucepan. That's easy enough. I know there are recipes for egg drop soup from scratch. I've never done it. If y'all have, let me know. So we're putting our mix in here. I get inspiration from the cooking shows, and anytime I see something that I'm like, ooh, that looks so good, because I love to eat. And I'm like, but I can't have that. But I can have this. So I substitute the ingredients that are on my no-no list with the ones that I can have. All right. Empty contents into a saucepan. Add 1 quart of cold water and stir until dissolved. Cold water. So I'm going to go to the fridge. You guys, use your devices. I don't know how much a quart is. I had to ask Alexa, how many cups is 1 quart?
1 quart is 4 cups.
I have a...
2 Amazon packages were delivered, including coffee creamer.
Good thing I don't mind you guys knowing what was delivered. So we're going to go through that. But yeah, you know, everybody has to learn somewhere. If you don't know, ask the robots, as people call them, as my parents call them. All right, so I need, 4 cups of cold water. So I'm going to go to the fridge. If you knew a quart was 4 cups, you get a gold star. So I'm going to get 4 cups of water, cold water from the fridge. One moment, please. All right, and if you really want to be precise, I just set this down, like on the counter. At this point in my cooking, I can kind of eyeball it, but when you're starting out, it's okay. And I got my little mini whisk here. If this were a real cooking show, I would have, all my ingredients laid out and perfectly measured in those little glass containers. I don't have that. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to add my water to my egg drop soup mix. Add 1 quart of cold water and stir until completely dissolved. So when you're adding water to powder like this, just kind of go slow. I know it's tempting to just dump the whole thing. Excuse me. One, you can splash. And then two, if it doesn't dissolve completely, you just have these clumps, kind of like when you're making gravy. So you just want to kind of pour it slow if you have time. And I'm pouring with one hand and whisking with the other hand. Someone's working on getting some camera equipment for me so you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. But for now, I'm just going to have to hold it up for you. All right. So we've got it completely dissolved. I'll show you guys what we have. Very appetizing, right? All right, heat and stir often until soup comes to a boil. Okay, whenever I'm boiling, I want to cook with the lid on. If you keep the lid on, it keeps the heat inside. If you have the lid off, it's going to let the heat escape. So when you're boiling, you want to keep the lid on. I meant to turn that. Apologies again. This is not a proper cooking show. But what I was saying is anytime you're boiling, I keep the lid on. It cooks faster. Just keep an eye on it because you don't want it to boil over. But if you're making something that you don't want to be soupy, like you want to, like my quesadillas yesterday, I want those to crisp up. I cook those with the top off so that the heat can escape and it doesn't steam. All right, to the stove we go. So I've got that on a medium. I'm probably going to put it on a medium high while I have some more fruit. And let's see, what else did I want to share with you guys. Um, I'm going to start on my crispy noodles. Orange and fruit dip. Ooh, that orange. Mm. All right, so we're going to keep our eye on that and let it come to a boil. All right, so in my egg drop soup, I'll tell you guys about that later. I've got some other stuff I'm going to put in there so it's not just broth. But now, I'm going to get another cutting board and I'm going to try this noodle thing. My Keurig is out of water. One moment. So I'm going to go to stir the soup from time to time. You want to keep your food that's on high heat moving so that you don't get any hot spots and it doesn't burn. I'm still working on this orange. It's my snack. Woo! All right. I'm spoiled. I'm working. I work from home gratefully, and I remember being in the office and those Keurigs that are already connected to water. You just push a button, nothing has to heat up. But that's not what we got. Okay, I think I probably should do the egg. Gradually add one well-beaten egg to the boiling soup. Okay, so for egg drop soup, obviously you need an egg. So I have one fresh egg left. Of course, I have more than this, but I'm going to use my gravy boat. I love my gravy boat. Hey, Jill, come on in. Um, you guys will like the video and drop the city that you're watching from. So this little glass gravy boat, I just got it from Walmart. I love it, especially for egg drop soup, because it allows me to pour and stir at the same time. That's the key. You need to bring the soup to a boil, and then you add the beaten egg while it's in a rolling boil, so you get those nice ribbons of egg. So we're gonna crack our egg, and I know Mr. Akata, North Carolina. Hey, Victor. Um, Mr. Akata said I eat a lot of eggs. I like eggs. Yes, I do. Okay, so we've gotten our egg, and I'm just gonna beat it. I know it's lame, but I'm happy. All right, so I'm keeping an eye on my soup behind me, and I'm beating this egg because once it comes to a boil, our ingredients say gradually add one well-beaten egg to the boiling soup and stir briskly with the spoon or fork while adding egg. So it's a lot going on. So you want to get your soup to a boil. So we've got this all nice and homogeneous. And then with one hand, I'm going to pour slowly, and with the other hand, I'm going to stir. All right. All right, I kind of have it going low because I'm scared I don't want it to boil over while I'm doing other things. Hey, Sonia in Atlanta. Okay. So this is always my struggle, you know, when my mom taught me, oh, Jill's allergic to eggs. You know what? I wonder if this would work with the plant-based egg substitutes. Maybe give that a try. Or the other stuff I'm going to put in the soup you could do without the egg. So I have one tortilla left. You guys know that I can't have gluten, so I'm using these grain-free. Thank you, lead attorney, for making fun of my pancakes. But this is from Whole Foods. This is cassava flour. Cassava is a root vegetable. If you were on with me and my mom yesterday, she was explaining that. But basically, it counts like a vegetable for me. So you can see it looks like a tortilla. It's a little bit, you know, I want to say craggly. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a little bit firmer and a little bit more delicate than a flour tortilla. But when warmed up, it gives me the tortilla experience. Jill remembers? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so our soup is sizzling around the rim, which means it won't be long before it starts to boil in the middle. And you want a nice rolling boil, so I have it on a medium high. I'm making this up as I go because I've used the tortilla. If you guys have seen my sopapillas where I make the crispy like nachos, I'm scared I'm gonna have this like behind me. So what I'm gonna do, because I looked up the recipe for the crispy noodles, you're supposed to boil them and then dry them and then dust them with cornstarch. I'll answer your question, Sonia, and then fry and salt them. I'm not doing all that. Any moment now. We're on boil watch. So Sonia's asking if the cassava has a taste. My mom actually smelled it yesterday. I'm not using noodles, Victor. I am actually going to use this cassava tortilla in place of noodles. All right. So it's starting to come up around the side. So what I'm going to do, what you're going to see, I'm going to take the lid off. I'm going to pour my egg in there slowly with one hand and stir the soup with the other hand. So I'll show you guys the before. You can see it's just kind of like broth, but it is boiling. I'm going to put it back. Okay, perfect. Now let me show you once we have our egg. All right, if you guys are able to see, I've got a little foam on the top, but you can see those nice ribbons of egg. So that's how you get that technique in there. If you just dump it, blump in there, you'll have like one big lump of egg. So you want to pour slow and stir at the same time. Okay, so I've got a few other things that I'm going to put in the soup. I'm trying to think of what order I want to do this. All right. Hold that. This is my noodle, Victor. I'm using a cassava tortilla, but I like to make my soup into a meal, so I like to add protein and veggies to it. So you guys know I'm always talking about the stuff I have meal prep. These are the leftover mushrooms from me and Nana's quesadilla. So these are going in the soup. This is just regular canned mushrooms ordered from Walmart. Thank you for the hearts. All right, clean up as we go. And I also, you guys know I take the time to prep my veggies so that you can toss them in omelets, you can toss them in soups. I have some green onion. I love that kind of pungent, I know it sounds weird, but I love green onion paired with an egg, which is like a very mild flavor. I love this. This is great in the soup. I may put the whole thing in there because that's a lot of soup. I'm not gonna be able to drink all of that. It really makes like 4 portions and I'll drink half, which is like 2 portions. Okay, and then the last thing, the piece de resistance, I'm gonna put some chicken in there. If you have like leftover rotisserie chicken, I've shredded it before and put it in there. I found a couple things in the pantry. You guys have seen me use, this is just white canned chicken. I think it might have come in the giveaway box, but that's a good staple. I also found this. This one is from Walmart. It's like a little tear pouch, kind of like you would have tuna. So this could be a good grab and go snack, or you could put this in soup, but I want more than that. So I've got a 4-pack here. It's not 1 can, but this is a 4-pack. It looks like I bought from Walmart of chicken breast. Cover my soup. I'll show you guys what we have so far. So I was pretty heavy on the onion. You don't have to do that, but you can see we've got our mushroom, we've got our green onion, and we've got our nice ribbons of egg. Almost gives you like a pasta noodly experience. Mm. Okay, so we'll keep that on low. I mean, everything's pretty much done. I'm just adding some oomph to it. Since this is my meal, I only eat 2 meals a day. Let me cut this wrapper. Trying to get this. All right, let me see if I can. It's all shrink wrapped together. It's a 4-pack of cans. So I'm trying to see if I can get one little piece started and go, there we go, around. Whew. All right. So this is a pretty big can you can see here compared to the smaller one. But since I'm making like enough for 2 days, I'm going to open up this whole can of chunk chicken breast. It's a pop top, so I'm just going to open this. So this is also, you can use this for the soup, chicken salad. You could drain it and put it in a quesadilla. I'm going to do the whole thing even with the liquid since I'm making soup. If you were making something that's not a soup, I would drain the liquid first. All right, I made a mess. Let me clean that really quick. All right, so really at this point, the soup is done. I'm just gonna let everything warm up because I got the mushrooms out of the fridge, I got the chicken out of the can. So we're gonna let that do its thing while we work on this crispy noodle attempt. Someone is working on some additional camera angle stuff for me. So y'all will be able to see over the stove and it'll be fancy. I can switch in between. So I'm not moving stuff back and forth and making a mess. But hey, cooking can be messy. You just clean up the mess. All right. We have a cassava tortilla. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little strips using a pizza cutter. So on my cutting board, I'm literally just going to go into it and make, I think I'm going to cut it. There's some lines on here, so I'm going to kind of use those lines as a guide. I'm making this up, y'all. So I'm literally just going through and making like pencil thin. I'll show you. Pencil thin strips. This is good. Kids can, thank you. Marley Lily. MarleyLilly. I love their like comfy casual clothes and everything. You have the option to personalize it, I think for free. So thank you for the compliment. All right, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. With the pizza cutter, I'm going over this tortilla and you see I'm making it into little strips. We'll see. This is what I do. I mean, a lot of cooking, you have some basic knowledge and then you just experiment with stuff. If it works, great. If it doesn't, you won't see me do this again. All right. So just going through, trying to decide. All right. So I went all the way down and then I think I'm going to go one big one across just to make them. I'm trying to make like little crispy noodles that I can top my soup with. That's the goal. Okay. I heard something buzzing. Y'all, it's springtime where I am and this time of year, so who knows? It may be grasshoppers outside. I was like, what is that? All right, so now I'm going to go the other way once. So you guys see what I did with one tortilla and a pizza cutter. So now I'm just going to kind of make sure they're all separated. And then I'm going to oil them, salt them. The recipe for frying said that you were supposed to dust your noodles with this cornstarch. I'm going to do a little sprinkling of cornstarch. Cornstarch helps to take out moisture and keep your stuff dry. So if you're making like fried chicken, you know, it's good to put in with the the batter a little bit because it gives you that nice crisp. And then they're going to go in the air fryer. So just like you guys have seen me do the whole tortilla for the sopapilla when I do the cinnamon and whipped cream, make it like a dessert, I'm gonna try that with these. So I'm gonna line my bottom tray with foil, easy cleanup. I'm nervous, but hey, if they're not good, I won't put them on. Soup is good. I make the soup all the time. Soup is a great way, not only to stay warm, but again, to keep you full. And then hot beverages and hot soups and stuff kind of help with digestion. All right, so we've got our bottom tray. All right. What I'm gonna do after I get them oiled and dusted and salted, my air fryer has different trays so you can cook multiple things at once. Okay, that doesn't really work as a fan. It's got holes in it. But anyway, um, the way that I have been able to do like these kind of like bacon or anything that's lightweight that could move, because the air fryer is kind of like a convection oven. It's got a heat source, but it also has a fan inside. That's how you get that fried texture. But when you have something lightweight like these little noodles, they could fly all over the place. So I put them on one tray, and then I'm gonna put another tray almost on top of it so that they're kind of in a small space. All right, I'm nervous about this cornstarch, y'all, but I have some. Okay, ingredients, cornstarch. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna use like literally just a teaspoon, just a dusting. I'm gonna turn the stove off. That broth is hot, so everything in there is warm by now. So I'm gonna open this up. Cornstarch just looks like a white powder. I have a little teaspoon and a little glass here. I'm literally, it's not even a whole teaspoon. I'm literally doing maybe like half a teaspoon because I don't want it to be too heavy. And I just have, I'm not frying a whole, I'm not even frying. All right. Then I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to oil my hands. Then I'm going to rub the crispy strips in my hands. Put them on the tray. I'm making this up as I go. Salt them with the oil and then dust them with the cornstarch. I'm just thinking of the order if it really matters, but. So the oil that's been approved for me, you could probably use whatever oil you like. MCT oil is a coconut-based oil. It's better, I don't know why. Something about chains and medium length and whatever. Y'all, I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. That's what my boys call me. So I'm going to get a pump of this coconut oil. I use it on my body and everything. So I have one pump in my hand. I don't know how much it is. I'm going to rub it in my hands. And then I'm picking up my crispy strips. This works when I'm making the nachos. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it on these strips. Literally get every surface oiled, but I just realized be delicate with them because you see how they can break. That's just the cassava flour. So I think I'm just going to press instead of oil. Hey, 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 CK. If y'all would like the video, I'm trying to get better about all this stuff. You know I'm not a professional YouTuber. And if you would, drop the city that you're closest to. My dad wants to know if this goes around the world. My parents are so cute. They're over 70 and you know what? Just happy living their retired life. Okay. So I've got my tortilla strips pretty oiled, if you guys can see. And that's just with the coconut oil. All right. I'm going to wash my hands. And this is just regular salt. You want to salt from, you know, up high, gives you some distribution. I'm just careful. I don't want to manhandle them too much. Now I'm gonna put them on my air fryer tray. I'm gonna transfer these salted and oiled strips. You want to try, whenever you're air frying or baking in the oven, you want to try and not have your food touching. So if this were French fries or chicken wings, you want to try and get as much space as you can around them so that the air circulates, and that's what gives you the crispy texture. You know what? I just thought I could have sprayed these. Whatever. I'm making it up, y'all. I'm trying to replicate the crispy noodles at the Asian restaurant. Our soup is done with just one little umami ingredient. This is the cassava tortilla, which is a root vegetable. So it's very similar to, if you guys have ever had yuca fries, like at a Mexican restaurant, it's like that white, starchy vegetable. It's not a grain, but it's a great substitute for a grain. So these are my strips. And then, oh, I'm nervous. I've got the cornstarch. Oof. I'm going to just dust a little bit. I'm going to do it down here so I don't get, we'll see, y'all. I probably should do some with the cornstarch and some without. But the recipe that I saw, if you were frying noodles, you were supposed to like dust them in cornstarch and then frying them. The cornstarch removes moisture, so it helps to crisp things up. You use cornstarch when you're frying, other things. Y'all, I'm doing it. I'm just going in here. All right. So this is what we have. A dusting of cornstarch, and I'm gonna salt just a little bit more. I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar. All right. So this is going to go in the air fryer, but I'm going to put this over top so that when the fan blows, they don't escape. And I'll keep an eye on them and see if they give me the crispy noodle experience, because they count as a vegetable, and that would be awesome. All right, let's see. So I'm putting it on the French fry setting, and then I'm going to clean up and show you guys a few things that were delivered today. My air fryer, the heat source is at the top, so it's hottest at the top and warmer or less hot at the bottom. So if I want something to cook fast or cook hot, I put it towards the top. All right, let me clean up. So glad that you all are here. I get kind of nervous because I'm like, what if it's not good? And then I'm like, never promised it was going to be good. I just said if I'm cooking, I'll cook for y'all too. All right. Ooh, we've got our beverage. We'll go ahead and make that. I'm going to try and choke down this bitter orange. This is how I made the strips for anybody who just hopped on. It was a tortilla, and I just used a pizza cutter to make little strips. So glad you guys are chumming it up in the chat. Just cleaning up. All right, let's see if I can finish this sad fruit. I'm having orange slices. I'm having a hard time peeling them. I don't want to just... Aw, CK. Hey, look. Everybody has to eat. Everybody has to eat. And you are all welcome here. I'm happy to cook for all of you. I'm not going to fuss with this orange because it'll be a mess, but I'm having my fruit dip, which is almond yogurt, unsweet, with the skinny syrups. All right, cleaning up. So I'm going to pour my tea. So you guys saw me brew. Again, this is the Southern Breeze, half and half. So it's half lemonade, half sweet tea. You brew it hot, and then you pour it over ice. So I'm gonna get a glass with ice. So again, this is 0 sugar, 0 calorie. The sweetener is in the bag. Oh, you guys are funny. So when I was looking for ingredients, I saw my lemon. I think I might have used this for the crab cakes. So, I'm gonna try and be fancy. Oh yeah, you like the egg drop soup? I'm telling you, Jill. Ah, this was the lemon that I zested for the crab cakes, I think. Ooh, Val, let me know what flavor you got. Ooh, you got the hot tea. I'll show you guys what Val is talking about. So I'm just gonna do a squeeze of lemon and put the whole lemon in there. And then I'm gonna pour my tea over ice. And I'm going to get a straw. Y'all don't come at me about those turtles. I recycled today. And we'll talk about beverages. Yeah, I'm not gonna get all of them. Well, maybe I will for y'all. So this is what I'm drinking, the Southern Breeze sweet tea, but it's sugar-free sweet tea. So the sweetener is in the bag. You brew it hot like regular tea. This is a half and half, half lemonade. So this one is brewed hot, but you drink it cold. I gotta be better about my straws. So this is my beverage. A little lemony. I was feeling extra. So what Vel got in today, I'll show you guys. Oh, she got all of the flavors. Oh my God. Oh, I'm holding it. So if you like hot tea, if you like herbal tea, this brand, Red Rose, I think it's Red Rose Tea, U.S. or something, they have, she's gonna try the blueberry. Oh my gosh, yay, 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 yay. This is like regular hot herbal tea, comes in a tea bag. Same thing, the sweetener is in the tea bag, and this one is made with stevia. So I've got bananas Foster. There's so many different flavors, but if you like, flavored teas that are sweet without sugar, this is, been a great substitute for me. All right, I'm gonna check on my crispy noodles. Not bad. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys that daggum cornstarch, but that's okay. I'm going to put them in a little bit more, but can you see how they're starting to brown a little bit? I am going to taste one, even though they're like lava hot, just to see how the flavor is and the salt is from Amazon. Not bad. I don't think I needed the cornstarch. I think they would have crisped up fine. So you guys can see little. Okay, I think we might be ready to plate. Woo! Getting excited. Okay. Man, I was gonna show y'all some other stuff. I got some deliveries in. What were we talking about? The tea? Victor asked if you can get the tea from the store. I think you can. I have bought mine online from the tea website, the Southern Breeze website. I went to buy iced tea, and when you go to check out, they're like, would you like the hot tea from our sister brand? I'm like, as a matter of fact, I would. But I think on their website they have a store locator, Victor, where you can put in your zip code, and I think it'll tell you where you can get the teas from a store. Um, but Vel got hers from Amazon. My golden brown strips, see, coming along. All right. Speaking of Amazon, I got a couple things I'm going to show you. Then I'm going to make this soup and then we're done. So I just show you guys some of the ingredients that I use. I know, Jill, you are so silly. Coming right back. Y'all know I'm big on these delivery services. I'm going to move this away from my cooking surface. I know, just one thing in the box, but look. One of the I can't say it's a secret, but one of the things that's helped me stay successful, when I find something that works for me and I actually like how it tastes, I will order it from Amazon. I have Prime, I have Walmart Plus, I have Instacart, and I have Shipped. They're all subscription services, about the same $100 a year for unlimited delivery. That is important so that I'm not rummaging through the kids' foods. So this is a creamer that I found. I'm going to try Califia Farms. It says better half. I like the creaminess of half and half, but I can't have dairy. So this has been a good blend for me. Coconut and almond milk. Sometimes the coconut creamers that are all coconut are a little watery, and then the almond milk is what I use. So that it's a good half and half substitute. And then I have one more. Then we're done. Oh my goodness. It's heavy, y'all. I'm not. Okay. Oh, I'm just showing you guys. I bought the 6-pack of the, what flavor is this? Vanilla. I'm not going to open it, but you get the deal. So basically, when I find something that works, I have no problem buying it in bulk because I need to keep my ingredients on hand. All right. I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to plate. All right, you guys. So, ooh, I've got some nice big like ramen bowls. So you guys get to see everything. I think I got these from Brandless. My oldest son loves the ramen bowl. I can make them for him. I've taught him how to cook. They can make their own with the ramen. He'll do like green onion, mushroom. I taught him how to poach an egg and then something else. But I'm going to pour my soup in here. So I'll show you guys what we have. Now, I was heavy on the green onion because I like green onion. A lot of these you just sprinkle. So I'll show you guys. So we have our egg drop soup. You can see here with the mushroom, with the chicken, with the green onion, and then we've got those ribbons of egg. Oh, okay. So I'm going to serve myself about half of this. I'm going to get some nice, big, y'all, it looks beautiful. I don't know if you can see. And this is the canned chicken from the Walmart. Again, if you had rotisserie left over, one of y'all made a quesadilla with leftover rotisserie chicken. You can use the Tyson chicken strips, you know, the frozen ones. I would just toss them in here into this warm soup. They're already cooked. That's a great way. All right, my hand is getting hot. All right, I think that's good. These pictures are going to go up on my community tab now that I have one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to do one more ladle. This is dinner for me. All right. And then we'll cover that. So you could have done just the egg, and you could do just the egg drop soup. Oh, CK. You can do just the egg drop soup. You can do it just with veggies. If you're vegetarian, you could do just the mushroom and onion. It's a meal for me, so I added the chunk chicken breast. And it's flavored fine, but for a little umami, kikkoman, y'all know kikkoman makes the soy sauce and the Asian flavored ingredients. They do have a gluten-free soy sauce. And this also, I bought this in a 6-pack. That's the other thing. Yes, you could, Jill, you could just make the broth and then put the other ingredients in here. I'll show you guys another hack that I've done. One second. A great soup hack, and I put this together. My kid, the one who likes the ramen bowl, had made noodles. He gets it from his dad. My ex-husband used to eat just noodles with butter, but my oldest son had made ramen, which I can't have, and he left a little seasoning pack out. Y'all know the little seasoning pack that's like this. This is a chicken bouillon cube, and I was pressed for time between meetings. So literally, I just tore open the seasoning pack, ran some hot water from the Keurig, made a little broth. I had my green onions. I put a pinch of that, mushroom, and I think I had some beef jerky, y'all. I know it sounds weird, but I took a couple of pieces of beef jerky and put in the soup and made my own broth. It was amazing. So if you want to make a soup, you can do the egg drop without the egg, or get a bouillon cube with hot water. You get that savory taste. Okay, so we got our soy sauce open. If you're not gluten sensitive, use regular soy sauce. This is for a little bit of flavor. Thank you, Bill. This is for a little bit of flavor and color. So you'll see, I'm just gonna go, it might have been a lot. Ooh, ah. But if you can see, I like to get that little ring of soy sauce. All right, now the crispy strips. So I'm gonna sprinkle those on top as a garnish. So you guys can hear. They've crisped up nice. I would avoid the cornstarch next time. I think a tortilla, use a pizza cutter to make strips, oil them and salt them. Okay. I want a nice pretty picture for my community tab. So I'm gonna put them in here first because I wanna, y'all, I want this picture to look good. So I'm gonna get my camera ready because as soon as I put the noodles on top, I wanna take a picture before they sink down. So I'm just getting my noodles into a little bowl. You could serve it this way, right? With crispy noodles on the side. Again, this is the cassava tortilla. Nice and crispy. Air fry for maybe 3 minutes. But the oil is the key. Jill is always experiencing my recipes in her mind. So you guys can see my crispy noodles, not bad. So this could be, all right, let me get my phone. Because when people scroll, I want them to get the best visual. And y'all know I'm not a professional. Okay, I'm wiping my surface around so that it all looks like this sparkling countertop. Okay, so I'm gonna take a side-by-side picture and then I'm gonna put them on. And then I'm gonna put it in. Then I'm gonna take a bite. Or a, do you bite soup? A sip. I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. I'm very impressed. This has been my dilemma. All right, not bad. You guys will see it on the community tab. I'm so nervous, like if I say anything, they'll sink to the bottom. Multiple pictures. I always take multiple, some with the flash, some without, from different angles, and then I pick the best one. All right, y'all, if you see, I am so pleased. And they're actually kind of standing up. I thought they would sink in, but can you guys see that? Oh, thank you. All right, now for the taste. So this is dinner. Be fancier on a plate. So again, I tasted the soup. Thank you everyone. I tasted the soup. Oh, this would have been a nicer picture. Oh, CK, thank you. All right, so let's see. Trying to get some chicken, some mushroom, some onion, and I got a noodle in there. Okay, and some soy sauce. Y'all know I want to put my face in it, but y'all remember what happened when I opened up the dishwasher? If I get too close, Steve. All right, it's hot. Her. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. You have the egg. You have the mushroom. I know y'all are laughing. You have the crispy noodles. The texture is what I've been missing. Y'all, I'm sweating, but I'm about to eat it. The texture is what I've been missing because when I make this soup, it's so good, but I can't have those crispy noodles. Thank you, Trevor. I can't have those crispy noodles. Happy dance, y'all know. And I'm really impressed. Air frying this cassava tortilla, it's really holding up. I thought it was gonna sink to the bottom. Let's do one more. Get on in there. Sorry. Sorry, I'm supposed to be representing myself better. Okay. So you see that tortilla, even though it's been inside the soup, it's not soggy. My hand is hot. Y'all, you don't understand. When you have to eat healthy food, the fact that you can eat, or the fact that I can eat healthy food that I want to eat that's actually good on a cold, rainy day, my, y'all know me. Thank you for accepting me. I'm so, food is an experience for me. I know some people that are like, I don't care as long as I'm not hungry. It's just nutrition. That ain't me. I need the whole like sensory experience. I know. Y'all, okay. Whew. Okay, get it together. Focus, Maggie. I've made the soup before. I've never made these crispy noodles, but that's what I do. I think about, wait a minute, if I made that crispy tortilla as a dessert, why couldn't I make it into strips? And y'all, they're still going strong. They're still in here hanging out. And let me see, even when they've been in the broth for a while, because y'all know, excuse me, if it was not good, you would see it all over my face. I have been told that all of my life. I do not mask well. So if I like it, you're going to know. If I don't like it, you're going to know. It is a little heavy on the onion. Good thing I like onion. For me, it's great. See, CK, you understand me. It's like, y'all, in all seriousness, I've been on diets, excuse me, my whole life, right? I've done Nutrisystem, I've done Weight Watchers. Nothing's wrong with all of that. Excuse me, but when you eat that mail order food or whatever, and you're miserable, it's like you just push through it, like, let me get this weight off and then I'll be free. What I've learned is the only way to be successful is to continue what you did to lose the weight, to keep the weight off. And so my whole thing with the substitutions has been about finding foods that work for my body that I actually want to eat. So y'all, winner, winner, chicken dinner. And they're still crispy. The ones on the top that are still poking out are still crispy. Y'all, that is my goal, to try and recreate everything that I used to eat out there at home. Y'all would eat this if I made it for you. Kids would eat this. If you don't do the egg, just do the broth. With chicken, you could do steak. You could do whatever protein you like, whatever you like. Sausage. Put in some veggies. Mm. Okay, now I'm just being greedy. Hmm. Thank you all. So I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna enjoy my dinner, egg drop soup with chicken, onion, mushroom, crispy noodles made from a cassava tortilla. Exactly. See, y'all, stuff's expensive. So I think that's all that I had for you guys tonight. I eat every day, so I give you guys a post every day. Look at me, I am sweating. Woo! Soup is hot, but it's good. Whatever. Sorry. I eat every day, so I give you a post every day. Um, how often do I get the itis? Oh my gosh. To be honest with you, CK, I don't anymore. Y'all, I'm sweating or I'm old. Hold on. Okay. In all seriousness, I don't get the itis anymore. Now that I eat the foods that are, thank you, Val, that are approved for me, I eat and I keep this energy. I know what you're talking about. And I'll give you one quick story time, and then I'm going to let you guys go. So when I do my grocery orders, you can turn it on to where if they can't find the item that you've actually asked for, okay. If they can't find the item that you've asked for, you can allow them to substitute for something close. And I was moving fast one day and I had put my zero sugar, like yogurt or something, on the list, and they didn't have that. So they got, instead of low carb, they got low fat. I understand, close enough, right? And it all kind of looked the same. I didn't read the label. And so I grabbed a yogurt out of the fridge, peeled the top off, and I was eating. And I was like, something's not right. I literally felt like I needed to sit down, and then I felt like I needed to lay down. And I was like, what the heck? And I looked at the yogurt, and my metabolic specialist told me everything that I eat needs to have under 6 grams of sugar. So I don't count carbs, but I will look on the nutrition panel to make sure it's very low sugar. And I think that yogurt, it was like somewhere between like 10 and 15 grams of sugar for a little mini yogurt cup. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And my body was just kind of like, almost like kids who have eaten a whole bag of candy too fast. I literally had to go lay down and kind of like sleep it off. I felt that itis. I felt like sick and slow and sluggish. And that taught me a lesson. You know, when I'm moving too fast and I'm like, oh, everything is the same, it's not. That's where the whole substitute teacher thing has come from. So I'm very, thank you, Belle. I'm very particular about eating on my plan on regular days. Because again, it's not the stuff that you eat from time to time, it's the stuff that you eat all the time. Exactly, Jill. So I'm very intentional when I go off my plan. Like I told you guys, I'm traveling for spring break. I'll be updating you on my community tab. So when I'm traveling, I want to eat, you know, whatever delicacy of whatever I'm visiting. So I already know I'm going to feel a little ugh. But it actually is so good because then when I come home, I look forward to my own food because for me and for my test results, this is what gives me the nutrition and the experience. I've created the experience that I like, but it gives me the nutrition and avoids the stuff that I can't process well. I have a sweet tooth. I would love to be able to burn through sugar like the kids do. I can't. It'll lay me out. So that's my story time. This is my soup. I am going to enjoy. I will be here tomorrow. I got a busy day with meetings. But anyway, I'll go live at least once, maybe twice tomorrow. And I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for my 500 subscribers. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Instagram. Ah, so sweet. Thank you, CK. And bye,